hours after President Trump shared a post with that racist video depicting former President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as apes, the president has finally taken that video down. A lot of mixed messaging from the White House on this. The president, to be clear, has not apologized for sharing or posting that video. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt initially said that there was fake outrage around the video. Then a few hours later, the White House says that a White House official erroneously posted the video. So we've asked the White House, will that White House staffer face any disciplinary action? We have not heard back. We've also asked whether or not the president will apologize. We have not heard back either. And tonight, there is no word from the Obamas on this. They have decided to stay silent. And no word from Caroline Leavitt either. She has not walked back what she said.
Donald Trump is facing a lot of backlash today for this video that he ended up reposting on his official Truth Social. Let me know your thoughts over in the comments, because yes, there is a lot of troll baiting going on when it comes down to what people and politicians currently post all over social media. But at the same time and everything, you guys, you have to understand, this is the current United States sitting president. This is the highest level of authority that you can actually get here in the United States of America. So for someone of that status to be able to post things online with zero consequences is absolutely outrageous. Plain and simple, you guys, because if we're supposed to look to them as our leader, what does that say to the rest of the world that, you know, this is our leader, this is what they're allowed to do? They can be blatant and open and blunt about just being racist. Plain and simple, you guys. But that right there was the full video of what Donald Trump ended up playing on his Truth Social or reposting. So once more, you guys, let me know your thoughts over in the...
Donald Trump is now trying to make an excuse for posting this racist meme. The White House is now telling CNN's Elena Trine that a staffer at the White House made the post. The post was made at 11:30 last night. Do you really believe a White House staffer made it?
This video shocked a lot of people, but many black Americans, it wasn't surprising at all. President Donald Trump shared and reacting to a video many are calling it a racist targeting Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. And when asked about it, Trump reportedly said he saw nothing wrong with it. Really? For some, it is just another viral controversy. For others, especially Barack Obama, or in general black Americans, it feels like the same old message being repeated again and again. Guys, remember that this is Liquor State, and today we are talking about why so many black Americans say they are simply tired of this action of Mr. President Donald Trump.
Trump just keeps making this worse and worse. He admitted he saw the video of Barack and Michelle Obama depicted as apes and didn't think there was anything wrong with it. And furthermore, he will not apologize for having it posted. Well, here we are. Is anyone really surprised? He said this on Air Force One to a group of reporters who asked him about the post, and rightly so. He said that, yes, he saw it and he didn't see anything wrong with depicting Barack Obama, former president of the United States, and former First Lady Michelle Obama as apes, a stereotypically racist trope used against black people for centuries. He said that his staffer that did post it will not be fired. Shocking again. So again, they're telling us exactly who they are. Is Donald Trump digging the hole deeper? Yes. Will Republicans actually do anything about it? Probably not. Let's face it. We are in the upside down, but hey, Trump just admitted on camera he is in fact that racist.
Breaking news right now, Donald Trump took down the racist post of the Obamas depicting the Obamas as monkeys, admitting that it was wrong. But here's the kicker. White House says that it was a staffer who erroneously posted it, blaming a White House staffer. The full quote given to the News Corps, quote, "A White House staffer erroneously made the post. It has been taken down." Here's the thing, folks. Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, came out and defended it. She came out and said, essentially, that that the media needs to stop having this outrage. The American people should be talking about other things. She came out this morning completely defending it. And now they're blaming a White House staffer for, quote, erroneously making this racist post. It was up for 12 hours. It took multiple Republican senators calling him out for doing this. Stunning news right now. Time to talk about the Epstein files too. Get ready. Spread the word. I'll have more updates for you soon. Follow along.
Yes, I do. That is by far the most likely outcome. He just doesn't want people to believe it because that's not conducive to the narrative that he wants to push. And I'm going to break down how he's trying to do that and what really likely happened. So for starters, he's giving you limited context. He's giving you enough information to believe the narrative that he wants you to believe, but he's not giving you enough context to have a full picture of what's going on. The reason he doesn't do that is because it easily disproves the narrative he's trying to push. So he's cutting out context to manipulate people. For example, if you look at the little GIF, replaying video, whatever he has, you see there's no like timer at the bottom that tells you like what part of the video it's at. That's not an accident. Here's the actual video, and you can see it's 59 seconds into a minute 2 or whatever. Now, he doesn't want to show you this because if you have a time bar at the bottom, you see, okay, it's at the end of the video. What does that matter? Well, let's actually show you the video.
President Trump was significantly ahead when reporting and counting resumed. There was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
So what likely happened is the staffer was screen recording, the video auto-played to the next video, he swiped back, but he didn't crop that part out. So then when he posted it, we saw that last little bit that was not meant to be in there. So they'll leave all that information out because they want to manipulate you into believing something that wasn't happening, because it's conducive to the narrative they want to push. Now, to further prove my point, I'm going to show you the video that it was going to autoplay to. When you see staffer swiped back up quickly, we only saw Barack and Michelle. We didn't get the rest of the video because it wasn't meant to be in there. So that could possibly lead people to believe that he was targeting Barack and Michelle with racism. I don't think any of that's what's happening. I think there's a staffer who runs the president's social media and he pumps out a lot of content on that account. This individual got careless, was focused on posting things quickly, and made a mistake. He was being careless. That's really what it is. It just gives Democrats a chance to manipulate people so they're jumping all over it. It's being blown way out of proportion because Democrats think it can be politically useful. That's it. But anyway, that's all I got for now. Don't forget I have a free email newsletter. I send this out every morning around 7 a.m. It's a great place to get direct information from me. I cannot be censored there. The link is on my profile. Click that link, drop your email in, hit subscribe, and you'll be good to go.
Donald Trump actually posted this online on his social media page. An AI video of Obama getting arrested by the FBI while Donald Trump sits there and creepily smiles. That actually came from the sitting president of the United States, which is so depressing for so many different reasons. But the main point here is that, yes, that's insane. Like, that is crazy that the president is doing that, but it's also a distraction. Donald Trump in the past day has gone on this posting tirade, accusing Obama of committing crimes, saying he's going to get arrested and things like that. And he's obviously doing it to distract us from the Epstein files. He wants us to focus on this new outrageous post that he just made, which completely takes our attention away from the thing that actually exposes Donald Trump for who he is and is really bad for his administration. So be outraged at this. It's really gross that the president is doing that. But also don't forget.
Let's be clear about one thing. This is not about just one video. For years, Black Americans have watched politics, a historical cross line that would never be tolerated if this target was to another community the same way. But when image and jokes compare Black leader to animal, that is disrespected. This is disrespectful. You know, that's why this moment is matter to Black community. When a former president or any powerful figure dismissed racism immediately as nothing wrong with it, this is a message, not just a supporter or but the entire country. And many Black Americans are saying we are exhausted, explaining why this is offensive. We are tired of dignity being treated as entertainment. We are tired of racism being rebranded as satire or politics. This is not about being sensitive. This is about respect. This is about leadership. accountability. What makes frustration when deeper is this moment don't come with consequence.
It's totally unsurprising that Trumpy is out here sharing images of the Obamas looking like apes because he's an old school racist. We have seen this trope over and over throughout American history when LeBron James is on the cover of Vogue looking like King Kong, when Serena Williams is portrayed in a cartoon as being Simeon. When the Obamas were in the White House, cartoonists were doing this same shit. The underlying message is that we are not human. We are subhuman. This is meant to dehumanize us. It's meant to link us to a creature that is like humans but isn't quite human. It's meant to justify white racial superiority because if we're like apes, then surely that justifies incarceration, enslavement, segregation, unaliving. It's totally on brand for this president, who can barely speak 2 sentences without showing how stupid he is, to send out a meme suggesting that the Obamas are somehow lesser than him. The point is to prove his white racial superiority, because he's human and they're not. The knuckle-dragging mouth-breather-in-chief thinks he's superior to the Harvard law-educated former president. Make it make sense.
It's disgusting, but I'm not surprised. Because this is what Trump does. This is what he thinks. This is what his followers think. He posted a video on his stupid platform, and towards the end of it, at 1:02, there is an AI-generated video that depicts former President Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama like this. I don't even know what else there is to say at this point, because I know that the people that support this vile piece of shit support thoughts like this. They support enforcement agencies going and tearing families apart. This is who you voted for, because this is who you are. 2 things are for certain every day, though. The pedophile in chief shits himself and acts worse than even his fucking soiled diaper.
This image posted by the President of the United States is absolutely deplorable. But sadly, it has a long racist history. Hello friends, I'm Scott Lloyd, scholar of race, religion, culture, and communication, and author of the book, The God I Was Given, Looking for Faith After Losing My Religion. I want to talk about a lie so old and so poisonous that it still echoes today. Unfortunately, in this deplorable meme posted by the President of the United States, in the West, people have dragged black bodies through a visual lie so ugly that it still resonates today. Black bodies compared to apes instead of angels. It's not by accident. It was engineered, illustrated, repeated until it felt normal. In the 18th and 19th centuries, so-called science locked arms with empire and slavery and put on a lab coat. Pseudoscience measured skulls, ranked bodies, drew charts, and circulated images, placing white Europeans at the top of creation and black people somewhere between human and animal. That wasn't ignorance, it was strategy. Because if you can convince yourself that someone is less than human, you can then justify chaining them, selling them, breeding them, and brutalizing them, and then baptize it all as civilization. Those images didn't stay trapped in dusty textbooks. They marched into newspapers, advertisements, children's books, and political cartoons. During Jim Crow, black men were drawn as gorillas to stoke fear and justify lynching. Black women were animalized to excuse sexual violence. Black children were mocked as monkeys before they ever learned to read. The message was relentless. You are not fully human. But here's the truth. Those images didn't die when segregation laws fell. They evolved. They slipped into memes, into sports, into commentary, into social media, jokes, coded language. Every time a black athlete is compared to an animal, every time the word primitive or savage or thug gets tossed around, that old lie clears its throat and speaks again. This isn't about being overly sensitive. It's about historical memory. Images shape imagination, and imagination shapes policy. And policy is the pain that gets believed. So we name it, we remember it, we refuse to pass it down, because the image of God was never a cartoon, and it was never white.
Trump, we don't believe you. I'm more surprised by the fact that they actually got him to admit that he did something wrong. But we do not believe that a staff member posted that. In all of the entirety of having to deal with you being the president of the United States, we have wondered why your social media was not actually managed by someone else. You are not going to convince us now that after your spokesperson already defended it to the public that y'all didn't meet about it prior. Y'all met about it, talked about it, came up with a game plan and a plan of attack, and that is why she went out and defended it. But now he is saying that the post was wrong and the post has been taken down. I want for y'all to get that this is only because of the fact that his side is coming out saying that it needs to be taken down, and that he did not actually think that it was wrong, and that he feels obligated to say this. Trump wanted to post that racist post about the Obamas because of the fact that he is obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me? Obsessed over the Obamas. But we know, even if they are in charge of the posting, it needs your approval, would it not?
For years, Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us. See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black.
So the real question is not about whether his video was a joke or just politics. The real question is how long can democracy survive when entire community feel constantly mocked, dismissed, or disrespect? A black American aren't asking for special treatment. They are asking for basic respect, and they are tired of asking. If a reader won't draw line, the public has decided whether it is done. That's why my take is this. Guys, what do you think? Drop your thought in the comment. Keep the conversation respectful, and if you want more real discussion like this, make sure follow Likas Take. See you in the next one. I love you guys.